And we're live. Welcome. Glad to be here. Questions answered. Probably more questions than answers, but welcome to the real world and wearables. My name is Jeff Bond. Find me on Google Plus at plus Jeff Bond, where I'll give you all sorts of opinions you may not agree with or possibly agree with. Anyways, welcome to a live opportunity to ask questions from a Google Glass Explorer. I am pretty active, use it a lot. Had some failures, had some wins, and overall, it's a great experience. It's a way for people that work with their hands to still get information and for quick contacts, notifications. Just like a quick text is like, all right, done. Back to welding, back to painting, cooking. But this idea that socially, the way that things are moving quickly, we need notifications and need a graceful way to get in and out of it. So we were always relegated to this. My screen's cracked. Why not? That's all yet. And so now what I do is I take this thing right here. It is my connection mechanism. It's the transport for the data. But it Bluetooth tethers, and this is just the transport. So this goes away in a pocket where it's accessible or it has good access to communications, cell towers, and in the meantime, I just have a local Bluetooth connection between two devices. Is that this is my companion for notifications, and that's kind of how it works. But that's kind of the way the world works. So this right here, this right here, this right here, these are all contact interfaces. There's some issues. First and foremost is any device needs to be, it needs to deal with the real world. That's just the way it works. So moisture, temperature, humidity, shock, it doesn't go away. The more you ignore it, the more it just compounds your problems. So the interface is the contact patch where the rubber meets the road. It is the critical component of this whole transformation. It really is. It's engineering. Sorry to flex my shirt. I'm an engineer. It's engineering beyond me. It's engineering 555. You have to be able to think it, and then you have to be able to build it, and then you have to make sure that it meets the needs of you, the customer, and that's not easy. Everybody has ideas and everybody has approaches that they're priceless in their mind, but that's not what it's all about. Your ability to convert, to parlay your ideas into a presence are fundamentally priceless. Ideas are a dime a dozen. I'm sorry to tell people that, but that's the reality of it. Is we all have ideas. Maybe you can get into talking about the morality, there's a lot. Not executing an idea is not always just a matter of being stupid. Is sometimes there's fundamental value structures that preclude people from taking advantage of opportunities they want to. There's nothing wrong with that, but V8. I take one of these, I split it in half. I add back half water. I add like a teaspoon of salt and pepper and garlic powder. It's really, I get it really cold. It's like about like 32.5 degrees. So we're live, and we're talking about Google Glass and transformative like component that wearables is adding to modern society, and it's really ironic for me. I'll talk about it now. Is the way that layers of acceptance are granted to new technology, and the thing is that it's coming. Is you can argue it, but what you're arguing with something that's already existed for 20 years. So when you say is don't take a picture of me, is you freak. I get you, but it's already been happening for 20 years. It's just a chance for me to do it and for you to do it. And you know what? That's good. It's wholesome and healthy. It's organically positioned to provide an extra layer of relevance to every person's viewpoint. And maybe you have a model that like you subscribe to, that there is one root authority, and there's a whole discussion in that, like religion and everything else. And I'm not here to have that. Is good. Is I don't have any fundamental problems with it. Is authority is a structure and a mechanism to create rule and order, and structure is good. It's beautiful. But there's real authority, then there's false authority, and then there's real pride and false pride. So they all I factor in. Is your answer is as good as mine, but mine is no worse than yours, and that's just kind of how it goes. So if you have any questions, you're welcome to kind of pop in and ping me. Let me know that these things matter to you. Here's my rules with operating using Google Glass. Is it's really interesting. Is this is my contact patch where the rubber meets my road? Is my interface is right here, and my voice, and a push button up here, and that's really it. That's all I have. And this contact patch is I get just a couple things. I get a back and a forth. You get a down. You get a tap. And you get a double tap for a major kind of swipe down for basically just go all the way back to the beginning. So maybe you use this, and maybe you're right here and you're driving and you get a text, and then you have a problem in front of you. Okay, I'll bring home 2 gallons of milk. Thank you. Bye. I'll be home in 2 hours. I don't have to leave the field of view. I know. We're all pressed in this kind of a societal thing where we're supposed to do the right thing, and then we're like obligated to kind of like get things done. Is the compression of time has to be factored in here. The responsibility of having instant quick notifications, for having a means of quickly getting in and out of conversation, they're important. We can't dismiss them, but we can't let them become a hindrance to our existence. So these things right here are part of what are going to shape our future. Is respect and granting of ensuring that your position in your use of this is secondary to a person's even perception of impact on their life. I don't even want to freak somebody out. Let me put it this way. Somebody walks into a bar. I'm sitting there. I'm chilling. I'm playing shuffleboard. I like that game. I'm good at it, by the way. And somebody goes like, "You're filming me." And in the meantime, I got like 3% battery. It's like, no, I'm not. It's like I'm actually trying to just preserve so I don't like kind of have to reboot. It's awkward when I lose all my power. It's like I'm shutting down. In fact, it's like, boom, it's not even powered on. It's like, don't make me prove it. It's like you can't see light. But the accusations there in the meantime is that through a lack of knowledge, there's a transfer of misperception that I have to help break. Because really the reality is that I don't care if you're picking your nose or doing anything. I'm not here to kind of use this as a mechanism to empower myself over you. I have my own use for it. It's personal and it's business. It provides intense value to my clients. I do things with them, including like kind of screencasting, where I can take my cell phone and literally, it's pretty cool. I can just connect to it, so I can be crawling under a house, and I can be looking at a plumbing leak. And then I can start taking a video and I can just start pointing to things and I can showcase for them what I'm doing. This thing will sit on a counter in a kitchen and I'll be crawling under a house. And I'll convey that information to somebody and it's useful. So they see the power and the value of it. And they don't perceive it to be a threat. They realize it and recognize it for what it is. It's a value add that's insane. That there's nobody else that's giving them a view underneath the house. And they appreciate that. They realize that the technological use is a plus rather than negative, and that's the idea. We're not here to take these things and use them to our exclusive benefit. Maybe sharing the benefits is modern American capitalism. I submit it is. I, for 25 years, trying to run a small business, and it's tough, is that the barriers to entry they're always difficult, and they're always kind of growing, and they're always kind of like just like that much out of reach. So that's kind of how it goes. Anyways, I'll invite you in next time. So I hope you had a good time, but basically be respectful. And next time you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them. Thank you.